So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pranav. You guys are watching Joshing Around, so let's get started. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you about all the visa types in Ireland, because a lot of people are getting confused every day. Like, what is their visa type? What is the procedure? What all documents do they need? How much does the visa cost and everything? So I was like, why not to make one video about all the visas that you, from the start when you come here as a student till the time you get the citizenship to Ireland, what all are the visas, what all are the requirements, and what is the fee for all the visas. I'm gonna tell you in this video. So the very first visa that you will be getting when you are coming to Ireland is known as a stamp 2 visa. So stamp 2 visa is basically for all the students who are here for the higher studies. So from whichever country you have applied, you got the admission letter, the enrollment letter, and when you come here you apply for the stamp 2 visa. That's for the students. The cost of stamp 2 visa is around 300 euros, which you need to pay through a debit card. So that debit card could be your international card, or that could be an the Irish bank cards. Like any bank from Ireland, you can have that card over there, you can pay through that. So what all are the documents that you will be needing for this visa? Well, these are the documents that you will be needing for applying for a stamp 2 visa. So as soon as you come to Ireland, you need to apply for that visa. So in Dublin, this whole visa process is done online, but other than Dublin, like in all other counties, this visa process is done like manually. You need to go to the office, the Garda office, and you need to get that done. So this is for the students. In this visa, you can work for 20 hours in a week and 40 hours in a week during the summer vacation times, or just the vacations time. Now this is the weather of Ireland. अभी मैं एक ही वीडियो बना रहा हूँ, but अभी सन था, अब सन चला गया है. अब सेकंड पॉइंट बोल रहा हूँ, अभी तब सन चला गया है. अब थर्ड पॉइंट, फोर्थ पॉइंट तक. I just hope यहाँ पे बारिश ना हो. But let's go to the second point, which is the next stamp that you will be getting. Okay, so the next stamp that you will be getting is known as stamp 1G. So stamp 1G is a visa that you will be getting after completing the stamp 2, which is your study visa, and stamp 1G visa is also known as a post-study visa. So this is a promise that is given by the Irish government to you. So as you guys know, in Ireland there is this rule that there is 1 year of masters and 2 years of stay back. So stamp 1G is something that you will be getting after your stamp 2, that is completion of your study. So what are the documents that you will be needing to get stamp 1G? Well, these are the documents. These all are the documents that you will be needing to get stamp 1G, and the fee cost of stamp 1G is 300 euros. Now let's take a scenario. You came here on stamp 2. Okay, fine. The stamp 2 is the study visa. After stamp 2, you got stamp 1G. So that stamp 1G is again for the 1 year. After completion of stamp 1G, just say that you do not have any job, but you need to apply for extension of stamp 1G. So to apply for the extension of stamp 1G, these all are the documents. As you see, these documents are all same as the one for the stamp 1G, but the one document that you will be needing here is the employment letter. So sometimes say you do not have any job, so in that case you need to show all the rejection letters to the Garda office, saying that since 1 year you are trying and applying for the jobs, but you are not getting any jobs. So Garda will say, okay fine, you applied for the jobs, that means you are continuously applying. So on that basis they will extend your stamp 1G. For extension of stamp 1G, which is your third year, it would be your third year that you would be applying for. The fee for that visa is also 300 euros. Next stamp is known as stamp 1. Stamp 1 Ireland mein mil jana is like a jannat mil jana. Stamp 1 is also known as the critical skill visa. So how to get a critical skill visa? To get a critical skill visa, these are all the documents that you will be needing to apply for a critical skill visa. A critical skill visa is a visa that you do not apply. A company that you are working with, that means that you have a job right now and that company is willing to apply for a critical skill visa for you. So you apply for that critical skill visa with the help of the company. So while being on stamp 1 for 2 years, then you are eligible to apply for PR in this country. So now I'll tell you the harsh realities, some realities that people face usually when they are here to get stamp 1. So just imagine if you are in Ireland right now, the first priority the Irish people would be giving is to the people of Ireland, because they don't need to sponsor and give any money for that visa. So they are escaping that visa payments. So first thing would be going for the people who are in Ireland, that are like the Irish citizens. Then second preference they will be giving to the Europeans. Like, why do they give it to Europeans? Because still Europeans also do not need to get any visas, or the companies do not need to pay for any visas for them to stay and stick to their company. And the third preference that they give is to us. The third preference that they give, that is to us, because in our case they need to pay a fee of 1,000 euros. Yes, you heard it right. To get stamp 1 you need to pay 1,000 euro, but that 1,000 euro doesn't come from your pocket. It is the company who sponsors that visa for you. So now in this situation also there are two aspects. The first aspect is that the company is like, okay fine, you are working really great, you have proved that you are a very good candidate for the company, and the company is applying for your stamp 1, which is 1,000 euro. But sometimes the company might say to you that you are doing great, we want you to stay here, but we won't be applying for your visa. In that case, what do people do? They get all the paperwork from the company. They're like, if you just provide me with the paperwork of all the documentation that is needed for stamp 1, and students or the professionals that are working like me or like you guys, they apply from their own pockets. So they pay the fee of 1,000 euro from their own pockets and get that critical skill visa. So in both the aspects you will be getting a critical skill visa. So don't be in a rush ki if a company is not applying the visa for you, you're like, no, I'm not staying with this company, the company needs to do that, it's the company responsibility. Sometimes if the company doesn't provide you with that 1,000 euro fee, please pay it yourself, because it is giving you a time to stay in Ireland for 2 years with a PR afterwards. Now there is one more scenario. So while you are on your stamp 2, which is on your study visa, fine, so if you get a job in that time only, so what do companies do? They sponsor you your visa when you complete your stamp 2. So in that case you do not need to go on stamp 1G, you can directly go on stamp 1, take your whole time of 2 years and be on that stamp 1, and you can easily apply for stamp 4. So these are some perks. So this is what I say, from the first day itself when you come to Ireland, keep on applying for jobs, because if you get a job while you are studying as a student here, after completion of your stamp 2, you do not need to go on stamp 1G. You can directly go on stamp 1 and get a critical skill visa, and after 2 years staying on that critical skill visa, you can get stamp 4. So now comes the best stamp which every student who comes from any country wants to get as soon as they want to be here, is known as stamp 4 visa. So stamp 4 visa, after completing 2 years on a critical skill stamp 1 visa, you are eligible to get stamp 4. Now the best thing about stamp 4 is that once you have stamp 4, there is no turning back, there is no tension on anything in your mind. You will be free of mind, because now you have stamp 4. Now no one can force you to go back to your country, because you have earned it with all your hard work and everything. The fee of the stamp 4 is 300 euros. So what are the benefits of getting a stamp 4? First thing first, now you got the PR of this country. Now there is no turning back, you don't need to go back. Secondly, you can start your own business, because coming on stamp 4 you can do anything downhill the line. If you want to open your chole bhature ka stall, golgappe ka stall, because that is something that I really want to do, because I want to just work really hard, and once I get stamp 4 I just want to open something of my own. Well, chole bhature ka isliye because the Indian food out here is like okay, but I just want to say like, this is the Indian food, let me cook it for you. So that is stamp 4. So you came here as a student on stamp 2, then you got stamp 1G, then you got stamp 1, and after being on stamp 1, that is a critical skill visa for 2 years, you are eligible for stamp 4. And once you have it, my man, you're just gonna rock it, and you'll be with me joshing around all the way in Ireland. Okay, the next stamp that you will be getting is known as stamp 5, the naturalization stamp, which is given to you after completing 5 years in Ireland, which is after stamp 4. You will be getting stamp 5. The fee cost of this stamp is around 175 euros. And finally, the next and the last stamp that you will be getting is known as stamp 6, which is the citizenship of Ireland. If you come to this extent, brother or sisters, there is just no turning back. You have done your whole hard work, and your hard work is paying off when you get the stamp 6, which is the citizenship. So what all you get in stamp 6 is an Irish passport. So now you will be having an Irish passport. That means you can travel in Europe without any visa. You can travel in Europe, you can work in Europe, anywhere in Europe. So the best thing about stamp 6, which is the citizenship of Ireland, Ireland is, now you are not bound to just Ireland. You can go to Europe, any Schengen country, you can go there, travel there, study there if you want to study again, or you can go there and work anywhere at that point. Now the good thing about is now you are equivalent to the citizenship, so now companies will be preferring you. As I told you before, like first they prefer the citizens of Ireland, second they prefer the EU because they don't need to pay for them, and the third they consider us. But now when you are at stamp 6, that means you have the citizenship of Ireland. You can work in Europe, anywhere in Europe, work in Ireland without a doubt, without any complications and without any fees and tension ki visa is getting over, I need to do something, nothing. You just need to enjoy your life and do some joshing around. So now let's do a quick recap of all the stamps from starting to the end. So when you come here as a student, which is a stamp 2 visa. After the stamp 2 visa, which is for 1 year, you get stamp 1G. After getting stamp 1G, which is promised by the government, if there is an employer that employs you and gives you stamp 1, which is a critical skill visa, you need to work on that critical skill visa for 2 years. After completing your 2 years on stamp 1, then you get stamp 4, which is the PR of the country, that there is no turning back, there's just enjoyment. That's stamp 4. And after completing 5 years in Ireland, then you get stamp 5, which is the naturalization stamp. And after naturalization stamp, you are eligible to apply for stamp 6, which is the citizenship of Ireland. So I know this video is very small, and I told you about all the stamps and like these are things you need, these are things you need to do and everything, but there is a lot of hard work behind to get from stamp 2 to stamp 6. And if you get stamp 6, you totally earned it because you did your hard work, you paid your attention, you took your responsibilities, you went every day to the office, you worked hard, and you totally deserve that stamp. So I hope you guys like this video. Do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. If this video was a bit helpful for you, do not forget to subscribe this video, share it with your friends who are planning to come to Ireland and want to know what is the visa process and how to get a PR in Ireland. Well, this is the whole procedure to get a PR in Ireland. If this video was definitely helpful for you, do not forget to comment that it was helpful for you, because if you comment, if you like, if you share, it totally makes me happy and it makes me feel like to making more such videos for you guys. So I hope you guys like this video. Till then, meet you guys in my next video. Peace out.